Welcome back to Ship Time. Today we are on Jewel of the Seas, heading back to Boston, Massachusetts from Greenland. I'm going to give you a complete walkthrough tour of this amazing ship through the eyes of my Ray-Bans. Let's go. So we are currently on the back of the ship on deck 13. As you can see, this is where you have a miniature golf. It's a pretty sweet setup they have here. Pretty much every cruise ship, Royal Caribbean ship, is going to have miniature golf. But also on the 13th deck, you'll have your water slide, which is not a very big water slide, but it's great for small kids. And there's also a little splash area. And on deck 12, there is a sports court. They just had a competition here, tug-of-war competition between officers and other crew. So here they have a lot of games you can play. Also here on deck 13 we have the rock climbing wall. Believe it or not, all the cruises I've been on, I've never actually done the rock climbing wall, but I may have to try it for you guys on this trip, even though it's only a couple more days. So let's continue to go here. So again, we're on deck 13. Again, that's kind of another view of the water area, but we will check that out here again a little further. Let's continue to move. So right now we are in the Viking Crown Lounge. So this is a great place just to come hang out here on deck 13. They do have like some what they call, they have a lot of activities up here like silent disco. It's pretty cool. Very peaceful place to come hang out. Also here on deck 13, I know there's a Zumi around here, so if you like sushi, that's just around the corner here, I think. I'm sorry, Vortex. So I guess the floor moves in here. I know Zumi's around here somewhere. It's a concierge club. Might be like the Diamond Lounge, I'm not sure, but oh, here's his Crown Lounge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This might be an exclusive area for maybe Diamond members. I'm not 100% certain, but they do have snacks and coffee machine. We'll head on out, back out to the sports court area and go down. Again, it's a concierge club. I have no idea what you're doing there, but I'm sure you probably figured it out. But if we want to go down to deck 12, we could do that here. So there's deck 12. This is your Crown and Anchor reception desk. So if you have any Crown and Anchor issues, I'm sorry, loyalty desk, that's gonna be in there. Here on deck 12, we're still kind of like towards the back of the ship. You have Adventure Ocean. This is where adults can take their kids for free The only time that it does cost money is if it's after hours. There is some age restrictions, but it's not significant. There's also an arcade here, which is Challenger's Video Arcade. So this is pretty much where a lot of the kids can hang out. I'm probably not going to go much further because there might be kids back here and I don't necessarily want to record them. But this is essentially the area where you can take your kids if you want to drop them off and do parent time. So also here on deck 12 you have fuel. This is where teenagers can come hang out. I guess it's teenagers. Teen activities will resume at 5 p.m. This is basically where kids can hang out. You got foosball. They have a bar for kids to order drinks, and apparently there's some toys for kids to play with. And some of the larger ships, they have a lot bigger kids activities, but there's not a lot of kids on this ship just because where the ship was going. 2-week cruise to Greenland, not a lot of kids. So we pretty much looked at everything on deck 13. We can go back here to the pool a little bit and take a quick look, and then we will move on to other areas of the ship. Apparently you're not supposed to save deck chairs. So this pool was just open earlier, but they closed it. Maybe it's too cold, I don't know, but this pool may not be heated, but the other pools are. So right now, again, we're on deck 12. We were just up here. That's up there is where the putt-putt was. Looks like they opened up the water slide, so that's cool. So Zoomy, that is up on deck 13. We're going towards the back of the ship now. There might be something back. I haven't even been back here yet, so I think that might be an included restaurant that I missed, or maybe that is Zoomy, I'm not sure, but we'll go find out. This is looks like a pretty amazing spot to come hang out. See back there, there's a ship following us. Might be a Carnival ship. Right now we are out in the Atlantic, just right off the coast of Canada. So down here, this is deck 11, and this pretty much butts up to the Windjammer, if I'm not mistaken, but we will check that out here in a little bit. Got some shuffleboard, if that's what you call it. They do have yeah, they do have a golf simulator. I guess that's in here. I think it was like $40 or something. I wouldn't, oh, no, it's around here somewhere, but I wouldn't about to spend $40 to hit imaginary golf balls. We'll head on down to the pool deck. Another bathroom for the men's was on the other side. very pretty day. All the other days we were here, it was so cloudy. I mean, you could barely see in front of you. So we're still currently on deck 12, and again, this is one of the nicer days we've had. They finally opened the pool back up outside. You've got a bar, so right now we're kind of like midship. You got a bar over here, pool's open, hot tub's been open the whole time. This pool is heated. I do not see any handicapped accessibility for this pool, but not to say there isn't. But right now we are on the jogging track, which goes all the way around. We'll go the other way. Another angle of the pool. During the summer, this is hopping. Like over here, they would have bands playing, like maybe some like a Jamaican band, Caribbean music. So this is definitely a hopping place. Not as busy today, just because it's a lot cooler. But eventually, this ship is on its way to Galveston, because it's been doing Canada and Greenland cruises. So right now we're still on deck 12, and we're gonna head towards the back of the ship. I'm sorry, the front of the ship. So this is the Solarium. I spent a lot of time in here just because it's colder weather there in Greenland. I spent a lot of time in the Solarium, which is a very beautiful place. We'll check it out. Do a little detour up here and see what they have on this upper deck. So this is going to be part of deck 13. In case you get thirsty. Quite pretty up here, but you guys don't want to see pretty, you want to see this for yourself, so I'll keep moving. So they're ahead of us. That's the Viking Crown Lounge, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna be another deck 13, which is right outside where they had the kids area. Back on deck 12 again. Make sure my time is right. So where we were at in Newfoundland, their time is 30 minutes off from like the rest of the world. So if by half an hour. It's very interesting. Maybe I'll do the video on that. But in here we have the gym just right on this side here, but we'll check that out here in a little bit. So again, we're still in the front of the ship.
Day job, but you don't have a day job.
So we've seen pretty much all of deck 13 and 12. So let's go ahead and go down and see the rest of the ship. So again, we're on the front of the ship, which we call the forward. Head on down. This is deck 11. It's another beautiful area to hang out. So down there is the helipad. You can actually get there. If you go to deck 5, go all the way to the forward, you can go take some stairs up, and you can get to the helipad. We'll check that out here in a little bit. I don't even know if I can get out of here. I may have to go back up. Well, that's somebody's room, so I would imagine that's somebody's room. Well, let's go back up. Sure to use the handrail. Alright, so we're still on deck 12, and I need to make my way down to 11. But I can do that up here by the pool area. So we'll keep walking and so again, this is the solarium in here, and we'll check that out here in a little bit. So what's cool is at night, even during the day, well, at night they'll play movies on this screen out here, and then play videos. My wife and I, we love watching movies out here at night, but no one is watching movies on this trip because it wasn't exactly warm. So we are going down to deck 11, which is the pool deck. On deck 11 you have the main pool deck, you also have the solarium, and the Windjammer is where you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're gonna go, this is where I've been spending a lot of my time. So this is an adults only area, solarium. So the solarium bar, it's not always open, but I would imagine on busier sailings it probably would be. Spend a lot of time in that hot tub. So again, this is an adults only area. We'll head back here to the spa. So if you want to spend a lot of money, this is where you can do it. You can pretty much get anything from facial, haircuts, massages, you name it, you get that all in here. There's also a steam room and sauna. So there's a men's sauna and then women's sauna. So within the bathrooms you'll be able to get those services, which they're not cheap. I paid about $100 for a pedicure, which is quite nice. So on this ship you have elevators in the very back of the ship, and then you have the centrum elevator, so it's midship. So right now we are, these are the forward elevators. So, I have never even used these elevators, but there's forward elevators and you have the centrum elevators, which is midship. There's also some cabins back here. So depending on where your cabin is, you may actually use these elevators quite a bit. Let's go back to the solarium. Again, this is a very peaceful place to hang out. One, because there's no kids allowed, but just a very peaceful place to relax. And here you have your solarium bistro. So this is open when the Windjammer is not. So if you want pizza or do late night snacks, this is open till 1 a.m. So breakfast 7 a.m. to 11. Afternoon snacks is 1 to 6. Late night snacks is 9 to 1. So that's those are some of the selections you have. And then normally they have water right over here, juice, coffee. This is where you get your towels here on deck 11. So you give them your room card and they give you a towel. If you don't give it back, you get charged 25 bucks. This is your lifeguard stand, and you can also get life jackets for, I guess, you or your kids. But it's actually a pretty nice day here. So on Jewel of the Seas, there are basically 2 smoking areas. Here on deck 11, she'll tell you all about it. Here on deck 11, there's an area here to smoke, and also you can smoke in the casino. But those are the only areas that you can smoke on this ship. So we are here again on deck 11. On deck 11 we have, part of the art gallery. So right now we're at midship, and that is your Centrum down there. See all the levels. Alright, so it is lunchtime and we will head into the Windjammer. I don't know how much you can hear me because this lady's playing the music, but we'll give it a whirl. So again, the Windjammer is for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is closed some of the day. Right now we are on lunch. There's a handicap seating over there. Over there they have a fruit bar, more fruit. A lot of this stuff is repeated. I mean, some of the other Windjammers are significantly larger, but there they have some like curry foods. And a very popular place is back here, the Arctic Zone, which is that soft serve ice cream. And there's Byron. He's our assistant waiter. He's a good dude. Works hard. Back there giving ice cream away. Got some pizza, different cheeses. The food on the ship has been pretty good. Burgers. The mac and cheese is on fire. And more desserts over there. They do have some freestyle Coke machines. So these soda machines, they are for drink package only. So not anybody can just go in here and get a soda. You have to have a special cup. I think those drink packages are around like $10 a day. It's another way to get up to Azumi, which is on deck 12, I guess. So if you're looking for a good sail away, this is an awesome place to do it. Another beverage station. So when we actually left Boston, my mom and I were hanging out here and sitting on one of these tables. So on a real nice day, this is an awesome place to come hang out and eat. This is probably the first time I've seen anyone out here in days, just because it's been colder. And you got a Carnival ship out there following us. They were also in Greenland. Let's keep moving. So apparently I have 12% left battery on my glasses, so I'll have to charge them and continue this in a little bit. That's the way we came. We'll come back this way, go around, show the other side of the ship. So again, great place to come hang out. So this is the other side of the solarium area to sit. It can get a little chilly in here, but this is a place to come relax and eat if there gets a little crowded inside. But that was good. There's Byron, good man. Pretty much everyone that works here, they're very hard workers. They leave their home for 6 to 9 months out of the year to come serve us. So do yourself a favor and take care of them. So all these juices, that's all included in your cruise fare. The only thing that you have to pay for is soda and alcohol. You need specialty coffees, but juice, water, regular coffee, all that's included. All of your food's included, except for any specialty dining. Excuse me. There's another area to sit down and eat. There's also ping pong going on here. I would play them, but I don't want to crush them. So we're back to the pool deck again. So we're gonna head on inside and we're gonna go back down to deck 10. So we've seen 13, 12, and 11. Now let's go back to the elevators and head on down. Alright, so again we are on deck 11. This is the central elevators. This is facing midship. So if anything happens, most of it happens here. So we've seen all of this. We've been to the Windjammer. We saw somewhat of the Art Gallery, all that. Pizzeria, we saw that. So deck 10 through 8 through 10 is staterooms. On deck 7 you do have a business center. Deck 6 and 5 and 4, those key areas in the ship. So we're gonna go head down to go down to deck 6 and show you what's there. Deck 6, Casino Royale, Vintages, Pit Stop, which is a bar. There's also a cinema here, with main theater, card room, library, safari club, Giovanni's Table, and Schooner Bar, Chops Grill. Let's go to 6.
Yeah, do you have to take it?
No.
Deck 10.
Alright, so we're here on deck 6 next to a Screaming Child. There aren't that many on here, but in deck 6 we're going to have Schooner Bar, Chops, Giovanni's Table, Safari Club, which all is over there. So let's go check it out. So this is Vintages. It's a bar, a wine bar. We'll check out the Schooner Bar, the Safari Club. Pretty sweet area to ship. Schooner Bar at night, they have live music. They have a piano player, which pretty much sings the same songs that they hate singing, Billy Joel, and all those classics that everyone loves to sing at karaoke. So Giovanni's table, it's a paid dinner, so maybe $50 a person, could be more, but anytime you pre-buy these packages, you'll save money. So this is Safari Club. They have art auctions back here. There's also some pool tables. Pretty sweet area. I was in here last night watching a band play. And then you have the Park West. Got pool tables here, which are nice. Looks like they have an art auction going on right now. So right now they're having an art auction. But last night there was a band here playing, which is pretty sweet. But if you ever want to buy art, this is one of the places to do it. A lot of art on these cruise ships. We'll head on back out to the Centrum area and we'll look at the casino. I'll show you where I lost quite a bit of money. Alright, so we're going to go and head out of this portion of the ship, so Schooner Bar, Safari Club, which is where they have the art auctions. We're going to head across over to the casino and see the other part of Deck 6. So again, this is Vintages. It's a wine bar. I think some of the other royal ships also have Vintages, but it's just different locations, maybe out on the different areas of the ship. I think Central Park on Oasis class has the Vintages. Let's go check out the Casino Royale. Pretty much everything you could want in here. They have these little games, a lot of slot machines. They have craps, roulette, bar. Depending on your status here in the casino, you get free drinks. I think you have to have 2,500 points. So, I think I've already probably lost about $1,000 in here, but don't tell anybody. That table right there contributed a part of it. So we're heading to the pit stop. This is one of the bars here. Pit stop basically shows all the games. On some of the other newer cruise ships, they have rebranded it to something else. But this is a place to hang out, watch games. The other day I was watching sailing right on this TV over here, which is pretty nice. And on the other side of this wall is the movie theater. Let's go check that out. So the cinema, the Fall Guy is playing. It's a pretty decent size theater. Actually quite busy. It's pretty sweet they got a cinema on this ship that people actually use. So here we are at the Coral Theater. This is the main theater here on the ship. They have everything from jugglers to production shows that Royal Caribbean creates on their own. So I had to recharge my glasses, but here in the Coral Theater, basically it's where all the shows happen. They're having a Viking history show there. All the production shows, jugglers, you name it, acts, all that's going to be in the Coral Theater. Well, let's head on back to the Centrum. And so these same elevators is what we saw near the Vitality Spa. So these are your forward elevators. One thing I don't like is a very common way to get to the theater, at least on this deck, is to go through the casino, but you don't have. That was also the deck 6 of the theater, so deck 5 is where your main dining is as well. But we'll head to deck 5 right now after we get to the casino. Alright, so we made our way back to the casino. We are in the Centrum area. Again, there's vintages, wine bar. We'll take the stairs and we'll go down to 5 and then 4. So on deck 5 you're gonna have your main dining room, and I think on deck 4 you'll have also your main dining room, but it's my time. So over there you have Cafe Latitude, which is their coffee bar, and then you also have your next cruise, which is over here. So if you're thinking about booking your next cruise on a Royal Caribbean ship, you can do that here. They do have some incentives, but if you do book a cruise here, let me know and I can get that transferred over to myself and give you some additional benefits. So Tides, this is the main dining room here on Jewel of the Seas. Let's go take a quick look. So dinner, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Excuse me. Pardon me. This is where we come every night for dinner. And tonight is going to be lobster night. It's formal night. So this is we have your formal dinner. Waterfall there with the piano. Never seen that before. So we just left the main dining room. Again, the main dining room is on deck 4 and 5. This is one of my favorite areas. This is also on deck 5. This is one of the smoking areas, but on some of the newer ships they don't have this type of area where it goes all the way down. But if I were to walk all the way down that end, we'd be able to go to the front of the ship. But maybe we'll check that out here in a little bit. So awesome. Beautiful Atlantic. So again, we have next cruise. And we have Cafe Latitude. I actually bought a coffee card, which is $31 plus gratuity, but I get 15 coffees for $30, so pretty good deal. We have snacks, sandwiches, and serve Starbucks coffee. So here you have your shops. We have sunglasses, no Ray-Ban Metas unfortunately, but this is where you can buy some of your Royal Caribbean gear and bags. Over there you have your jewelry. I think some of it is reasonably priced, but definitely always price check whatever you want to buy. So here they have all their sales and specials every day. They put out something different. I have actually bought some things for my wife. But again, do your homework before you buy any jewelry around here. But everything here is tax-free. You buy all your duty-free alcohol, which they will collect from you when you leave the ship. And everything in here is your Royal Caribbean branded material. So you got Jewel of the Seas, Got pants, hats. Pretty sweet. I see one of these in my future. But this area I also call the gauntlet. So basically the Centrum is back there. You walk all the way through here. So again, the gauntlet. So if you ever talk to any of those people, they're gonna be waiting for you. Like, hey, you wanna buy some diamond rings, whatever? But then there's a conference center. You're going through the gauntlet. You have the art and photo gallery. So if you talk to one of the art people, and be like, hey, what's up with that piece of artwork you wanna buy? Because the reason I call it the gauntlet is because the theater is back there. But here you can buy your photos. A bunch of random people. I did actually. So here you have your photos. I actually did buy some photos, and they're not cheap. I basically spent $50 on 2 photos, but they're worth it because my mom was in it. But we're coming towards the end of the gauntlet. This is where all the art people hang out. This is where their desks are. So, and then finally you make it to the Coral Theater again, which is where we were not long ago, which they're having a show right now. So what we're going to do before we actually head back, we are going to go to the front of the ship. So again, we're on deck 5. We are heading towards the forward of the ship. So forward is the front, aft is the back. So your port side is your left. Port has 4 letters, left has 4 letters, right is your starboard side. So again, we're headed towards the front of the ship, and we are going to go see the helipad. One thing about these cruise ships, they never stop going. So they're literally refinishing these rails here. Those guys working their tail off. Much respect to all these crew members. They work very hard. But anyways.
Never seen it like this. Any cruise, there's no wind or anything up here. We got a tailwind. So it's not cold, there's no wind.
Alright, so a little pit stop, but this is the front of the ship. One of the few ships that, it's the older ships you can come up here and look, but it's not windy up here at all. This is absolutely awesome. And over there we have the Queen Mary 2 going back to New York. It's quite amazing. Let's keep moving. Well, we'll wave goodbye to the Queen Mary 2 and keep on moving. So we are on the forward deck 5. We'll call it 5.5. Maybe it's 6, I don't know. But this is basically how you get to the forward of the ship. So we're gonna go back down to deck 5. Hello, sir. So we've seen the front of the ship. We've seen the casino, we've seen the pit stop, we've seen the movie theater, we've seen the main theater. We've gone down to deck 4, which is where you'll find guest services. It's still a little ways away. We'll make our way back through the gauntlet. So pretty much if you want to go see a show, you have to go through all the sale stuff. Did you ever get your Northern Lights pick? No, just the video?
No.
All right, we are making our way out of the gauntlet. You can also buy perfume here as well. So we're back to the Centrum here on deck 5. Let's go ahead and move on to deck 4, which is where you'll find guest services. And there's a guy there playing music. So in guest services, pretty much, if you have any issues with your account or you have questions about your room, you come here. You also have your shore excursions desk, so if you want to purchase shore excursions on the ship, you can do that here. But you also have staterooms. So one thing to keep in mind on this ship, they play music here till midnight. So if you have any rooms that are literally here, in anywhere, any of these rooms, you will hear the music late. So whether you're on deck 7, 8, 9, doesn't matter. You will hear the music if you are closer to the Centrum. But they have a lot of activities here. There's a bar. So this is a pretty sweet area. A lot of activities going on here. And then you have deck 4 of your main dining room. Let's head to deck 2 for the gangway. Actually, let's go to deck 2. We will actually take the stairs down to deck 2. So the gangway is basically where you get on and off the ship when you are at port. Every once in a while, you may get off at a little bit higher, but for the most part, deck 2 is where you'll get on and off. So deck 3. This will be all staterooms. So in deck 2, they'll also have the medical facility. These are all the places this cruise ship's been. Pretty impressive. So this ship was built in, was launched in 2004. It's part of the Radiance class. So this is pretty impressive. So you'll get on and off the ship right there. There's also rooms down here. But that's it. And the medical facility is in the forward of the ship. And we are, I guess, back here. Possibly. I don't know where we're at. But deck 2, this is where you get on and off the ship. Thanks a lot for walking through the Jewel of the Seas with me. I hope this was everything you hoped for. I did something a little different. I used Ray-Ban by Meta to essentially do a complete walking tour. So if you like these videos, like and subscribe. I want to show you more. If I can help book you on Jewel of the Seas, let me know. Bye.